Let's plant our Christmas potatoes. Welcome to Gardening with Ben, and in today's video we're going to be planting our Christmas potatoes. We're at the beginning of August now, and if you're wanting to harvest some Christmas potatoes, now is the time to be planting them. Now we're going to be growing these indoors in our polytunnel in boxes, as obviously when the cold weather comes it can kill the plants if the frost gets to them. So we're going to be planting them in our polytunnel and getting them started in the polytunnel. Obviously it's nice and warm, so it'll get them growing and we will hopefully get a decent crop by winter. Now we bought these potatoes from Amazon. They were seed potatoes. A few of you have been asking, do I chip my potatoes? I don't chip my Christmas ones because they'll get started pretty fast and get growing because it's nice and warmer. So we're going to get them started. We're going to show you which varieties we're going to be growing, and we're going to show you how we plant them. So make sure you stay tuned and see how we get on with growing them. I have 3 bags and we bought 3 kilograms. I didn't realise how many there'd be, but we're not going to plant them all. We're going to give some to our plot neighbour so that he can grow some as well, as obviously I don't want to waste them. So the 3 varieties that we have got, as you can see, there's plenty in each bag. So yeah, definitely don't need all these. These ones are Mary's Piper, so they're a good variety. We've also got, the writing's hard to read on these. Pentulant Javelin. But yeah, we've had these in our wheelie bin, which is dark because I didn't want the squirrels eating them. They ate all my summer ones when I had them in my greenhouse, so we kept them hidden away from the squirrels. And as you can see, they are starting to chit actually, so we have given them a little chit, but they've only been in there a week, but at least they'll get started pretty fast now. And we have got the Arran variety as well. So yeah, we're going to be planting probably about 8 of each variety. That should do me well. And we're going to be planting them in boxes. So let's get our boxes and get them filled up with compost. So these are the boxes that I'm going to be growing them in. As you can see, they're old recycling boxes, which we no longer use. So I've recycled them to grow my potatoes in. And in the bottom, we have holes in them for drainage as well, because obviously you don't want your potatoes getting soggy and rotten. So first off, we're going to put a layer of compost along in the bottom so that the potatoes can sit on them, and then we're going to fill them up with more compost. So let's get our layer of compost put on. So we've put a layer of compost in the bottom, so we need to put his potatoes in now. We're going to put 8 in each one. Maybe too many, but I want to get my money's worth from the potatoes that I paid for, so hopefully we'll get a bucket full of potatoes come winter time. So yeah, let's get the 8 put in. We'll also remember to label them up so you know which variety you are growing in each box as well. So as you can see, we've got 8 in each box now of all the varieties. So yeah, we're going to put some plant food in as well, as I've managed to bag up a bargain from Morrison's. They were selling all the plant food off, so we're going to put some plant food in as well to give them that extra boost. So this is a plant food that I got. They were selling them off about £3 rather than £6. So yeah, we're going to shove some of these in, and as you can see, 6 months worth of feed. So add that in and hopefully it'll give them a kick up and hopefully plenty of energy. So I've sprinkled quite a bit of food in there, so that should give them enough food to keep them going. So we're going to fill these up now and see how far up we can fill them up to. Obviously if you can't fill them all the way up, fill them about halfway, and then when they start poking through, fill them up some more as well. So they are all filled up with compost. Obviously it'll go down once it's been watered, but we'll just top them back up and fill them up. Obviously the more fuller they are, the more chance of more potatoes they are. That's the only thing with growing in boxes. It's obviously expensive to buy all the compost, but I'll use that compost in my beds when they have finished growing the potatoes, so I don't waste the compost. I always use it afterwards. So we're going to put some more feed on top, as obviously the more feed, the more chance of getting great crops from them. So let's add some more feed. So that's them fed. So the last thing to do is label them up so that we know what the actual are. Well, it's not the last thing will be to water them, but yeah, we need to label them up so we know which varieties are in each one. So all those are labelled up. We've obviously got as Maris Piper, we've got as Pentillant Javelin, and we've got as Aaron. So just to give them a nice good soaking of water now. So that's it, they're all nicely watered now, and as you can see they are sinking down a bit, but we'll fill them up with compost in probably about a week's time once it's had a good soaking throughout the week. So make sure you stay up to date with how well our Christmas potatoes do and our harvest in December. Drop us a follow, leave a comment if you're going to be sowing Christmas potatoes, and yeah, let me know how you all get on. So until next time everyone, remember, keep smiling, keep shining, and keep gardening with Ben everyone.